Good morning. It's Bill Race again. It's about 10 minutes after 9 Eastern time on Saturday morning. And we have had some very wet times here as far as the morning hours are concerned. Some good news is that most storms have at least started to weaken, but we still have some very vivid lightning and still have some dangerous lightning, I would even call it. Certainly, with some of these storms, Hamilton County is starting to see just lighter rain now as the storms have been moving through. Also, one area that still is of uh, concern is in North Georgia from about exiting Catoosa County now. It'll be headed some of this heavier rain that had to do with now a broken line of showers and storms, and that'll be moving into Whitfield County and Murray County over the next 30 minutes to an hour. And then as we kind of back off, this is not looking like, there's going to be any more warnings. I'd be surprised if there were any more warnings at this point. But certainly still have some heavy rains, some noisy weather out there. And, you have to be careful. You still have to be careful. So that is kind of the overview of things at this point. And it's very nice of all of you to join me and get an update. And we are probably not going to stay on the stream too terribly long here because things are still rainy and there's still some storms, but the severity has come down. And so it looks like, I could just say that for most of us, you still have rain for like in the western counties in the next hour. It will be moving past Chattanooga probably around 10:30 to 11. I would say that a lot of certainly the heaviest rain will have moved off and getting into the drier air. And then our eastern counties, maybe noontime or between noon and 1 before it finally gets all the way through the eastern counties. And so that's and everybody, still is going to have some more rain here as we go through those hours from west to east. It has been a noisy morning. We have had some very substantial lightning and thunder as these storms have been moving across. The good news is once this passes by, the rest of the day doesn't look too stormy, or even, we might see a few isolated storms this afternoon, but it's not going to be nearly the coverage that we're seeing here, it seems to me. Let me show you, and let me see what I have available to me here. I wanted to show you a future track before I ended this for sure. Let's see if I can find what I'm looking for. This will be not radar, but future track. It looks a lot like radar. So let's move this back a little bit. So here's 10 a.m., kind of like what we're seeing now. This is like between 9 and 10. And it's, pretty close to representing what we're seeing. And then as we go to 11 o'clock and noon, we're seeing the rain diminishing. And from west to east, by 1 o'clock, just about, it looks like it would be through Chattanooga. Still hanging on, though, in those eastern counties. See, you still maybe, according to this, still have some light rain between 2 and 3, even in the far eastern counties, and then moving out. So it takes a little time. But as far as the heaviest rain, that is only going to be lasting probably until about 11 o'clock, and then it's just light rain. But I'm still thinking Chattanooga will mainly be done with this by 11 or so. So that is how Future Track is treating it. And we'll go back to the radar, and I'm going to take you on a little tour here just to show you some of our quadrants here. Light to some moderate rain in the northwest part of the viewing area. And then we come across into the northeast part of the viewing area, and it is very loud thunder here at the station. You don't want to be out in that. I'm just telling you right now. You don't want to be out in that. I'm thinking you might have heard that even. Let me know if you heard that thunder. That was loud. For those, and usually I say when you have the loudest thunder, that's usually kind of at the end of the trail, and then it starts to settle down a little bit. But that isn't always the case. So then let's just continue here in the southeast part of the viewing area. Like I was saying earlier, you're going to have some heavy rain now entering Whitfield County and into Murray County as well. And so that is the way that is working at this point. And then in the southwest part, we're seeing improving weather pretty quick here for Jackson County from the west to the east, and DeKalb County, you'll be getting out of that rain. And I just wanted to show you kind of behind that, we don't see any more showers of any consequence, the organized fashion, but we will see some isolated scattered storms. Yeah, a lot of very loud storms. They can just settle down as far as I'm concerned. But we still have some time to go before they're completely all out, especially now for the eastern half of the viewing area. And that would include like 75 eastward, maybe not quite to Interstate 75 down in Chattooga County, Walker County, still approaching 75, but pretty soon it will be from that line that we use, 75 eastward. So that is kind of where we stand right now. Again, the good news is I doubt we'll see any more warnings, and so that's helpful. And we're going to just kind of be waiting to get into the drier weather that will last for the afternoon for the most part. We could see a couple storms pop up, but this is going to take away a lot of energy in order to get any more storms to develop this afternoon, I would think. We will keep you updated though, and just watch online and if need be on air. And believe we're on schedule for a 6 o'clock newscast. And so by then things will have settled down considerably. So I hope you have a great weekend, and we'll be back as necessary.